the seminar log.
If you go back to the agenda, can you go switch back and forth with these two?
Yeah, so here's
Okay,
the agenda.
all right. So this is the way I planned it, is that I'll discuss it in this order. Okay, because that is what's actually on the, in the handbook. It's also in that order.
I think. It's called the P-TAP Student Teaching Development Plan Form.
Form, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Okay, got it.
Now, and this particular form is worked on with the teacher, student teacher, and the host teacher, the coordinating teacher. They need to complete this form at the beginning of the semester, and then you need to get a copy of it so that you can see their progression, how she plans on doing his or her week throughout the semester. Okay? So that's not something that you fill out. It's done by the host teacher and the student. Okay?
So the student is responsible for giving
Yes,
this? Yeah.
getting this to you.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So I can see, okay, at the bottom of this is student teacher, and the student teacher has to sign. Copying teacher has to sign, and UNC supervisor has to sign.
Yes.
And
Everyone
this
has to agree to this plan.
Oh, so at the very beginning,
Yes.
and then we collect it.
Right. Because it's structured. The semester is structured then. So the student will know, the university supervisor will know, and then we will know what the plan is for the semester.
So our student teachers would give this to their copying teachers.
Yes. Yes.
Ask them to do it.
Complete it, and then the supervisor is the last person to sign off
Okay.
in agreement.
So it should be collected by the second week or the.
Well, that it would be in the handbook.
Okay.
There's a date, but I don't have a handbook, so it's the.
Here's the handbook.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Can you go down then?
Yes.
All right. So
Program teacher.
we can go down to university. Okay, right here. All right. So here, this development plan is collected from the student teacher during the first visit. So your first visit observation, you should collect. This should be given to you.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, then it could be 1 month after that. There's a possibility.
In what way? What do you mean?
Because if we observe students only twice.
Right. And the very, like,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. This
can be scheduled later.
Right.
in the semester.
Okay, so that we need to tweak that then during.
Unless
It
we
should
pay
be-
a first visit.
Right, or they send it to you.
Do you feel comfortable
Email.
paying a visit?
Like before we
Yeah.
get certain.
Yeah, but this can be scanned and.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
It can be,
absolutely.
right.
To us.
Yes.
Just by.
Because we also need
but
a
it's
handbook.
important. I think what's important is
Okay,
that
we'll do that.
Yeah.
everyone knows what the plan for the semester
We
is.
really
in
need
the beginning.
everything, actually.
A handbook is here, I have.
Yeah, I know you have
Do
it.
you have agendas
No.
and professional development plans in your packet?
Yes, they do have this.
The
Because I
packet
have it.
doesn't have agenda, doesn't have handbook, doesn't have TTWS.
Okay.
So again, I'm just going to kind of go down this for the responsibilities. So what we've decided with the development plan, since you're not going to be there early in the semester, the student teacher should really get this to you so that you can understand the
They can
semester
scan.
plan.
They have
Because
their iPhone, they can just, take a picture.
they can take a picture of it,
Right.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay,
Right.
is that all right?
All right, okay,
All right.
got it.
Then we have the lesson observations rubric. Okay, that's the next document. All right, and in this document, you really just need to read through it before you
Which one?
arrive,
Student
understand.
Lesson observation.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this one. Okay.
It says student teaching, it says practicum, lesson observation scoring rubric.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we just need to go through that very carefully, read through everything that's required.
Uh-huh.
Again, if you have any questions about the rubric, I designed it, so I can help you through it if there are any questions.
Does the copying teacher use the same?
It's the student teacher's responsibility to provide all this to the host teacher. That's not your responsibility as a supervisor. Okay, so they need to provide the documents to the host teacher. Okay. So remind them, because a lot of times they don't. For proficiency on the lesson with this, everything needs to be proficient or advanced to be able to receive the satisfactory grade. So
Every
proficient or above. They may not have anything basic or developing. So that's critical. If there is something in your first observation that you see is, certainly it can't be basic.
Right.
But if there could be something developing, then make sure that that student understands that they need to bring that up to proficient.
So do we have to fill this form every time we observe?
Every time you
right? Okay,
observe,
I see.
yes, every time you observe.
So if the last time they are all at proficient or advanced, then they are okay, right? The last
Yes, correct.
observation.
Then
So
that's
that
satisfactory.
improvement.
Right.
So if the first lesson is great,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
second
this is-
lesson is shaky, then what do we do?
It's the
We
same.
need another observation.
Yes. I would suggest another,
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
so that they, but again, they've already done a practicum. There should be nothing basic. There really shouldn't. You know, developing, maybe there's something to tweak, but they should already be
Right,
well ahead of that.
right, right.
I have a question.
Yes.
Maybe not related directly to that, but when my teacher, I graded and separately from the host teacher this semester, and host teacher had D on one of the things. Would that affect her grade? This is for the teacher.
Okay, because, all right, if so, then the host teacher needs to understand that the student needs to be in the proficient range. So
Yeah,
that to
but
look at the,
that's this semester, just the student teaching.
oh, this semester, no,
semester.
that's not a problem.
Okay, okay.
No, this is only the final, this is the
Yeah,
student
okay.
teaching, not the practical.
Yeah.
And would you submit all rubrics, right, or just the final one? The one that shows P and A?
No, you have to submit it. Well, actually, that's a good question. Who should we submit the paperwork to at this point?
Yeah.
I guess they have to come to me at
Right.
this point until we
Yeah.
know who,
Okay.
yeah, because we really don't have, probably it has to be us because it's our program at
Right.
this point at least. But then how do you collect data in the past? Do you collect all of it?
No, this always went to the School of Teacher Ed. All of this goes to them for secondary. You know, Courtney's the coordinator for secondary.
Okay.
She does all that. I don't know
Okay,
where.
does she collect all of
I
them?
assume it goes, that's where, yeah.
Okay, you know what, get all of them to me first, but you better label them, you know,
Like
first
the
observation,
observations.
second observation, and then we
That's what I
can
was
decide.
Well,
thinking.
you'll see that by the date,
Yeah, sure.
but
Yeah.
yes.
But still, yeah, it's
Right.
easier to
Yeah.
tell first or last or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Because eventually 3 years from today,
Right.
we have the program review. That's what I'm thinking about.
You're already there, huh?
That's the reason, yeah,
No, I would
Say
definitely
collecting the
submit
data,
all
have
of it,
right.
all the paper
We're-
observations.
Yeah, right now we're using this whole semester or whole year as
Right.
experiment.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
and we can
Highlights.
learn from experiment, and next year we'll have to officially,
Right.
yeah. okay.
And understand that this particular rubric is a little more detailed than what you did last semester.
Oh,
Okay? Reason for that being that it's student teaching. So there's the content knowledge, the cultural knowledge of the student, and this is all based on languages as opposed to a generic. The last one was more generic. Classroom and instructional management, individualized
yeah,
instruction,
they are instructions.
technology use, and professional behavior. So all those
Okay.
components need to be proficient or above
Okay.
for satisfactory. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do they know if they're not observing technology use? How do they know that the candidate is proficient in planning and instruction?
The host teachers?
The
Or-
supervisor.
I'm sorry, I guess I don't understand.
What if
The reading the
technology piece is
criteria?
not required, right?
So sometimes I had a similar questions.
Okay.
I went to see Rachel twice.
Okay.
But during that time, she may not cover everything, or she may not use everything within
Those
one.
components.
You know, yeah. So I felt like maybe does not apply. You know, it might be.
NA.
You know, NA might be more appropriate, but because there was nothing and I had to grade, So assuming that, and by talking to the host teacher,
Right.
that I fill that out. you know.
Yes, no, and I understand what you're saying now. And I did the same thing with my
Okay,
student.
Okay.
What I did was, there was certain, especially the professional development, that was a hard one,
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna
Yeah.
just
Okay,
comment
so
on
I
that one.
visited with the
Yeah.
host teacher on that, and then she explained to me that my student that I was observing had attended this workshop, had attended this meeting, so then I
Yeah.
could say yes.
Okay.
You see what I'm
So,
saying?
yeah.
So there
you
is
have to
something.
Fill that out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the one I had a difficult time with, because I didn't know. But
Right.
the host teacher then clarified that she attended meetings even before the semester started. So I said,
Okay.
oh, well, then that's more than satisfactory.
Right, right,
So
Right.
discuss that with the host teacher.
right. Okay.
So there is this post-teaching reflection interview, so it depends on what has happened in the field.
Yes,
And the
yes.
problem teacher can contribute to the grading of this
That's-
particular part.
Right.
For the technology piece, I don't know how you feel, okay, it's up to you. Because in my former program, basically it's a requirement, I tell them, for the lesson I observe, you have to do it. So you have to find a way
Yes.
to,
To be proficient, it
Right.
says there, to be proficient, during the planning and instruction, the teacher candidate integrates some technology
some.
in the content.
Right.
instruction. So right
Yeah.
there, it tells them they
Yeah.
have to
yeah.
be proficient.
So maybe the classroom teacher doesn't use it, but sometimes even the mentor teacher can learn from our teacher candidates.
Right.
Yeah.
I had the same thing with cultural component, like using cultural literature, and his lesson was on just like subjunctive mode and and doing all kinds of things.
Well, then he
Yeah.
needed to have something
Right.
that was contextual.
Yeah.
He
He needed to
related
bring
it to
in.
context, but I was like, yeah, I don't know if that's going to be the proficient.
Then you have to
use.
see if, the candidate is teaching
which one is
grammar,
Right.
through
context.
through
Yeah.
contextual.
So yes, our candidate
he
has
did,
to
right.
plan like that.
It was
Right,
just
right.
it was described there like using literature specifically was the word.
Does it
you
have
know.
to be literature?
Well, again, I mean,
No,
this-
literature I think it means is a broad sense, right? Literature.
Yeah, like
it's
Yes.
not,
like stories or relating to
right, it
like,
has to, but for example, it needed to be a Russian story.
he had some proverbs or sayings like something like that on his
That's
PowerPoint.
cultural.
So
That's
yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
cultural.
that's what I
It is.
consider
Yeah.
to be
Right.
I
And
would say-
again, you can sit down with your students and go through this so that they are also aware. And I think that's important,
Yeah.
that they need to include that cultural component.
Or maybe the cultural artifacts, if you're talking about transportation, maybe the plane tickets, the
Oh,
train
absolutely,
schedule,
that's
all
all-
this kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
long as it's an authentic
We're trying to
material.
get away
Yes.
from that whole idea of
Grammar,
just,
vocabulary.
right, the rote learning process. And
Right,
they
right.
know this, because all these students have done my methods course now. And they know.
You should.
You can ask them, you can ask them. I
Think
was a
about
real,
ESL.
I was a dictator.
Yeah,
with
how
that.
we do ESL. Right.
It's my,
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yay, handbook.
Thank you.
oh, great, thank you.
So much excitement.
Is that all right with the rubric?
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault, I should have checked.
And again, I'll stress that, review this with the
Oh, no, I
students.
got one. Thank you.
I think that's the best, so
Right,
they
right,
understand
right,
that this is what proficient is,
Right.
Right.
okay? And from my experience with them in the methods course, they're very concerned about doing well. And they really want to do well.
It's,
So,
yeah, I
you
can
show
see that.
them, your requirement is proficient, but we would really like you to be an advanced.
Okay.
Just to kind of give them that nudge.
Yeah, what I did.
I would recommend we, as supervisors, communicate with the copying teachers ahead of time. Just tell the copying teachers that actually we have to follow this.
Yeah.
So maybe their copying teacher can pay attention to this and they
So,
allow
yeah.
candidates to do this. Because,
Or
Right next.
something that needs to be corrected on page 6.
All right, so
Okay,
we've
we'll come
discussed the
back to that.
development plan, we've discussed the lesson observations. Oh, wait,
Okay.
this needs to be changed to
two.
And here too, on page 6.
Yes, that was never changed.
Okay, what
No,
page 6?
that's the difference here now. The 4 lesson observations is collected
Oh,
from a
okay.
cooperating
4
teacher,
lessons,
that is
okay.
correct.
That is correct.
That is correct. A minimum of 2 observation forms by you, meaning the
Right, right.
supervisor.
Okay,
Okay?
yeah.
Is that all right?
This needs
Final evaluation and survey will be done on live text.
We don't have live text.
No, we don't have live text.
So
How will
we-
it be done? Annette? Can we do the survey? Can
We
we
will
do
do a
that?
Qualtrics survey probably.
No, okay.
Yeah, that'd be the easiest.
Survey monkey.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to point out so there's no confusion, on page 6 of the handbook, it says,
Did I get it?
oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
difference
it's
between,
been-
right,
okay,
the cooperating and the UNC,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
So,
So right now, I'm just focusing on
that's correct.
The final evaluation, but what, is it here? It's not here, right?
no, that's a Qualtrics, it's a link that
Ah.
you need to click and do the final
The
survey.
survey.
It's on the website, there's a link. Do you
Okay.
know what the link is offhand? I mean,
I don't,
I don't.
because it'll
But
be a
there is
new link.
there is a link, for that final survey.
But that link, we have to send it to the students so that they know how they are going to be evaluated.
And the supervisor.
It's
And the
for,
supervisor.
the link will be the final evaluation from the host teacher and from the supervisor, not the students.
But then the students, to be
Can
fair,
see
they
where-
have to know how they are going to be evaluated. So that
It's
they behave.
The survey we've
It's
used in the
general.
past is based on the quality teaching standards and the
Right.
state, so I can send them a sample of what that is
Like
without
what it
the
is.
link.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Because when they
Yeah.
enter, they can't enter as a student into the link.
Right, they can't,
Gonna
I
be
know, but
evaluating
then do we
themselves,
have a
right?
document of that?
There is a hard
I
copy
can do a
somewhere,
hard, I can
right?
find a hard copy.
Yeah,
I
we need
think
to
that-
tell them that, okay, well,
I can actually email it to all of them.
okay.
Simple of what it is.
Could you email it to me?
Yes.
Because I want to,
Actually, we
give some,
probably all should
Okay.
have a copy.
I'll
Right.
send it to all of you guys.
Yeah.
and
I mean,
then-
I
Yes,
know I know where it
exactly.
is, I've seen it, I've done them.
I know we haven't used it for a while, but I know I
Yeah.
can
Is it
find
like a
it.
Likert scale thing?
Yeah.
I used it
Yeah.
last year, last spring,
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
out there.
yeah. It is.
yeah, we need, because if, how we evaluate students, they should know.
Right, and it's teacher quality standards, Colorado teacher quality standards. It's very general,
Right, right,
right,
right.
it doesn't have the language focus at all. Okay, so can we go back to,
Here's the agenda up here, is that what you're looking for?
no, the
They have,
handbook again?
okay,
Thank you.
yep. What page would you like?
It would be page, what is it, 6.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, we're getting this to 6.
Okay, this is, again, I'm focusing just on the university supervisors here. And when the students come in, we'll go back and do the other portion of it. So, again, this, you can use that, I believe that's it.
Oh,
If we link into
yeah.
that, we'll get to that, right? Okay, so
right, then
this is,
students have it too. It's a link,
Yes,
But they can't really,
but they cannot
is
view
there a
it.
separate one for them? Do you know?
when they use that link, and when they get to that page, then there'll be another link they click on, and it's the same one for all
Okay,
students, is what
So-
should still be active on
Uh-huh.
there.
yeah, okay.
So the students can view.
It should be
Okay.
able to.
so they don't.
They cannot do the
see.
survey, but they can see what,
Right.
Right,
Yes,
I need to double
yes.
check that it's still active.
Yeah, that.
But that's the correct one to get them there.
Yeah, because otherwise we'd be doing live text, but we don't have
Right.
it for this program,
Right.
so, okay.
well, we'll do live text next time, not this year.
Yeah, I mean, it should be live text,
Right.
right? Yeah, this is just an old, Qualtrics, whatever, survey that we've used in years past. All right, the work sample portfolios. Did we get a work sample portfolio?
Yes, do you want the rubric
The
or?
work sample rubric guide, the 4 pages or 6 pages or whatever that is.
Yes, we got it.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have the whole work sample?
Yes,
This is what,
Oh, okay, good,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, from the
Where do you
beginning.
want me?
All right.
From the very beginning.
I'll just go through the beginning, because this is unfamiliar to everyone in here.
From the beginning. Yeah.
Okay, so understand that this document has been used by UNC for many years, okay? And what I did is, if you could go up just a, I'd like to go like this, but it's not gonna work.
Yeah, just do it and I'll try to
Do
do
it
my best.
everywhere now.
Okay.
Because of
So we are no longer using iWeb Folio, and I'm wondering why it's not removed.
I do not know.
I don't know
Yeah, I
who's
cannot do
responsible
it
for this.
because it's the
don't know who's-
PDF, so I cannot do anything.
Yeah, so what I did is I went in and I just
delete
Check it
it.
out.
This is what I did, okay?
Okay, so we
Um,
start from cover page.
Right, so that iWebfolio is not, don't even look at any of that information. Don't look at anything here that I've deleted out with red.
Is there any way we could
So
revise
here,
it
again,
and
this is
remove that
something
link?
that,
It's the whole CBS. It's not just us.
Oh.
Right, okay.
all right, so
All
understand the students, your students, the student teachers have already completed the initial work sample. They are very familiar with this. All right, the only student that hasn't is Sumiko Gibson. All right, she's the only one that has not done this already. So this is something that,
I know you, but then you have.
yeah, it's Sumiko. So this is something that the two of you really need to go through and understand, because the other students all know, they've been through this process. I have 25 of them to grade. And it's a portfolio that they should present to you in a binder.
So Melita, is
Yes.
it possible for you to have one good one that you can send to all of us so that we have some idea?
The problem is I don't have them electronically. They've always handed them to me in a binder.
Can you put them into
ask one
a
of them.
copy machine, make a PDF?
Scan them into
Ask-
PDF.
We can do
Hi
that for
everyone,
you.
we'll be ready for you in about 15
Wait,
minutes.
sorry, yes, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Thank you.
Okay, so, but again, this
So-
needs to,
I can help you do that.
okay.
If you give me one, we'll just put it in our copy machine, make a
Okay, good.
PDF and email it to everybody.
Thank you. I've just never, me personally, I don't like the online format
Yep.
for this particular type of assignment. Because they have to put in their materials, they have to put in everything that they're using in the classroom. So what if they're using flashcards?
do you still have their project
I'm sorry?
with you? Do you still have the, one of the examples with you?
Oh, well,
a
yes,
good
I have
one?
lots, yes.
We can scan one.
Yeah, that's what John
Okay,
was
great,
saying.
let's do
Yeah,
that.
no,
Because
let's do that.
otherwise, because we have not been trained to do that,
Right,
yeah,
right.
one example will be very helpful.
Yes,
Okay,
okay.
great, wonderful.
And I don't know how to explain that to Sumi.
Right,
Without seeing the
An
sample.
example.
No, no, I understand,
Yeah.
that's why I'm
Thank
saying,
you.
especially since she's not been in the class, the students know this.
Do you have a good one? I mean.
Yeah.
Yay!
At least one good
There's a good one.
I'm not in your class.
I have many good ones, many good ones.
I always
Please
keep
give us
some
a
good
good
one.
one.
Yeah, and I use them as samples.
Since I'm
Yep.
younger.
Right, yeah, yeah.
All right, so
Sure,
anyways,
difficult to explain.
please read through this very carefully. These are all the requirements that go into that portfolio, and it's a lot. This can be 50 to 150 pages, okay, each portfolio. Let me see, go through, yeah, so all of this, and it's very hard to go through each item with you without you having some knowledge beforehand. So I think it's best if you read through this, and then you can have questions or just send me an email. But again, if you speak to your students, they know. They know this, and they know how I've graded them on this.
I think what we need is a good example.
Mhm.
The examples will help tremendously. And I share examples with the students. I bring in
Yay,
examples from
so I
previous,
did the same thing.
previous years, and I put them out on the table, and I say,
that's what I
all right, you know, go through these,
Right,
look
right,
at them, have some idea of how to put it together. So yes,
Thank
they
you.
know this.
Thank
And then here again, remember here again, proficient or above, every item on the rubric. All right, all the criteria, proficient or above.
Okay.
And to be honest, right now, with the class, my methods class, there were very, very few that had anything in development already.
Okay.
So they are on their way to a very good work sample. So that's a hard one for every item. That's why I think it's better if you look through that. Is that all right? Are you okay with that?
Mhm.
And again, with this, the teacher, the supervisor needs to let Lynette know that that's a passing grade. Again, it's satisfactory, unsatisfactory. Okay? Then I just found out today, I wasn't aware of this because I just filled one out for my student this semester. We're no longer doing the diverse field experience form, correct?
Correct.
Okay. It's on everywhere on the website, so
Okay.
So we just cross it out.
just cross it
Yep,
out.
cross it
We're
out.
not doing that, I guess, anymore. Okay. Then the last item on here is this professional development log form that you have. Oh, that was one of the last, yeah, this item here.
Okay, thanks, sorry.
This is important for the student teacher and the host teacher to understand what's required.
So it's this one.
Yes.
This
And the
is the
student
one.
teacher completes that, and there, what did we decide? 10 to 15 hours is what we decided, right, for professional development, I believe?
Yeah, it's somewhere in the handbook.
It's in the handbook, yes.
Yeah, it's in the handbook.
I think it's 10,
It says 10 to 15.
10 to 15.
Okay. Easy to fulfill.
Yes. Okay, so that needs to also be filled out and handed in at the end of the semester. Perhaps your last, well, you won't be doing a lot, yeah. End of the semester. All right, so the due date on that. And really, that's
Fill this out.
pretty much that would be all the documents that the university supervisor needs to collect
Okay.
and responsible for.
Okay.
Melita, because that log is not actually in this handbook that we're reviewing, should we make physical copies or give it to the students to?
We
Is
do, we do have copies of the
I
logs in
don't
their
think so.
packet.
Yeah, there's some pieces that are missing,
Right, I
so,
know.
so we'll put them in attachments and email them out.
Yeah, because if this is this isn't, oh, this doesn't have the attachments.
Some of
right.
those
Right.
pieces are actually printed separately and in their folders. That's what I was doing and coming back.
Yeah.
Okay.
This-
Oh, these, so
Yeah.
they will have
Okay,
hard
they
copies
have
of
these.
these? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
That should work.
Great.
okay.
Will we get one?
Um,
Right, can I get?
Are there any other
Oh, you
questions?
have digital copy of
Yes,
everything.
also.
Yeah,
For
you
the
have digital of
supervisors?
everything. No, you can, yeah.
Any
You
more
have
questions
digital.
for the supervisors then? Are we pretty much?
Yeah, the only thing is that according to Cheryl, actually this particular course, they will be under the names of different supervisors. So supervisors basically will have its own canvas.
They can, yes, and then that means.
I already have mine. Mine's set up.
Then you can.
It's an EDFE 555.
But this is,
Yeah,
So you may have yours already done.
I don't think so
I don't
because,
think everyone has a.
no, because we have not been
transition
assigned.
canvas yet.
Probably the German and French students have been assigned to you, that's why, but the Chinese one have not been
I don't think it's
signed.
been assigned.
Maybe
Oh,
maybe you
that's
have already
why.
got it signed
Okay.
up.
Because I have the German.
Right.
Okay.
So actually, eventually, you are responsible for grading
Yes, correct.
through the canvas.
So we don't
Yeah.
need a,
you don't have to submit grades.
okay.
No,
Where you do the
we
grading
grade
then?
it.
Uh-huh.
You have to grade your canvas.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
to grade
yeah,
my
but I
canvas.
don't
Yeah.
need to send
So
pass,
how do
fail
I know
to,
oh, just go to Canvas and.
Right,
to
right,
take-
right. You
okay.
should be able to find
It,
that.
it will
course.
show your course. It will show your courses.
Under
So you got your two
that-
students
And you
listed?
have,
Right.
I have,
This-
no, I have one, the German student.
Okay.
I
But
have
what
one.
about
have it to
Elena,
French.
who knows nothing about Canvas
no,
or?
good, no, I know nothing about
You're
Canvas.
I mean, we
You're
don't
supposed to
know
have
either.
training.
We don't know either.
Elena, not me. She's not
Oh,
on
that's
campus.
right, that's right.
Well, we're not ready yet. Not ready? Yeah. Just hold on for a second.
So the course title is this, right, Canvas, and then.
Yeah, it's EDFE
Yeah,
555.
And then my name,
It should be,
Yes.
yeah. That's what mine is. Mine's already up. I looked at it, so.
okay.
Well, you know what? If they don't know canvas, that's okay. They can do everything. What is it?
Now, it's not,
Yeah.
you're,
they
all
don't have
you're
to
doing is putting in a final grade. That's
Oh.
all you're
Yes.
doing. That's all your
Right.
responsibility is.
Right.
So it's not like you have to grade for each particular item. It's
No.
only a final grade, S or U.
Right.
So-
Actually, they can use what do they call it?
Ursa?
Ursa.
Yeah, this is a mid-grade.
Yes,
through
yes,
Ursa.
they can do
You
Ursa.
don't need to go to canvas.
Right.
That's
right.
true.
Yeah.
I will have to, I have
So
like a
Right.
million courses
Elena is
there.
not an adjunct, she's not, how will she have access
That
to
I don't
Ursa?
know.
Oh, she will. She will.
She actually will have a bear number
Right.
because of her payment,
Right.
so we could assign her,
Yes.
based on that contract, we could assign her a Blackboard
Right.
shell for just her one student. So that she could.
Can, yeah.
Okay.
Well, if she doesn't want to do it,
Can she
I
do
can
the
submit the
Blackboard
grade.
next
Right.
semester?
Yeah.
We could put you on there and.
Yeah, we can
do
submit the
it.
grade for
I
her.
can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay.
Canvas. right?
Yeah.
No more Blackboard.
No more Blackboard, yeah. Or just, you know, or just something great, that's what Ursa, this is it.
Ursa's easy.
Yeah, this is
Ursa
it. Yeah, don't
is
use,
easy,
don't,
yeah.
don't ask her to use Canvas.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
she's,
I
she
wouldn't.
doesn't
No,
need it.
no, the Ursa site's so much easier. I
Right.
still use that.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, just migrate through Ursa. That's the only thing she needs to do.
Yeah, it's an S satisfactory U. That would be
Right.
right.
Yeah, so you may have your way to communicate with the students, not so many anyway, right? So you can use email. Yeah, you
Sure.
don't want to use Canvas.
Yeah, like I said, I have to have 6 courses to convert to Canvas.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So
Melita, do you know if they're like compatible, like Blackboard and Canvas? Can I just course copy a lot of my stuff from
That I
Blackboard?
don't
can
no,
do it.
no,
I
that's
don't
They
know
can
that.
do it.
That's an IT question.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just trained a week ago, so it's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
news to me.
But it won't be in the organization that you.
It's okay. I just have so many
But you
like
should
rubrics and
contact the
quizzes.
IT
Yeah.
person. You don't have to do it yourself.
Awesome! Yay!
they have converted
I
most of the
had,
stuff,
you know what
but
you
you
can
have to
do
fix it.
also is I just contacted IT